け翼
Hi guys, this is TK. Welcome to the stream.
Hi guys, Kozo here.
So today we got quite a few banners to go through. So did you pull the banner for Ogado?
No, I have not.
So okay, before we pull, I think we should go through them first. Then I'll do some pulling because I would like to try for Ogado. So let's start with the first banner. So guys, feel free to join the discussion. I will try my best to read the chat. So let's discuss about all these players in the new banner, alright? Okay, first up. Natureza. Hi Yuga. Hi Tintin. Oh, hi Sok Sok. Hi King.
Everyone.
Hi Natureza. Hi Davin. And hi Rich89 over at Twitch. And who did I miss out? Mohammed Dolim. Hello guys. So, okay, right back to our topic. We are talking about the players from these banners and we will start off with Natureza. So, I think I will go and pull up some figures so that I can refer to. But overall, this Natureza's scoring capabilities is as good as the Dreamfest version. Are you surprised?
No, actually, because of his killer hidden abilities.
Yeah, and
Color type.
right, he is actually very effective in the current meta. I would dare say that he is.
Top notch.
But other than his scoring capabilities, right, his other aspects are not that good. As in, Natureza being Natureza do not have a good 1-2 skill. That's the first thing that we notice. So getting inside the box the best 1-2 you have for him is the A Dream duo, and his dribble is not bad. Just that without the 1-2 there, it will be so easy for your opponents to predict what you're gonna do. And his 1-2 is horrible. His passing is horrible as well, as you can see from the stats card. Only 5.8k pass and 5.866k technique. So yep. Hi Dimas.
I think it's easy to play around strikers who don't really have 1-2 or pass nowadays.
Yes, as long as you have chance maker, right?
Not only that, because I realize no matter who I play as strikers, I don't use them to 1-2 or pass. I don't even, if they enter a matchup whereby they have to do 1-2 or dribble, then it's too risky for me lah, because nowadays the defenders are too strong already. Losing a ball just like that. Yeah.
I get what you mean. So I do agree that most of the defenders nowadays are, even the weaker ones, right, are pretty strong. So as long as they guess correctly, the chances of them winning the ball is quite high. That I do agree. But they are, in fact, if your strikers, if your attacker is only good at dribble, right, then this meta is really bad for those attacking players, because if you can see, right, most of the defenders can actually tackle. Right, most of them can tackle, and very little. Most of them are weaker in interception. Am I right to say that?
True.
That's why
Hayato and all that.
Yeah, so that's why Miguel is not as effective as before. That's how I feel. So 1-2 is actually more important than dribble for the current state. As in the defensive players that are out there, they are all more capable tacklers than interceptors, with a few exceptions, of course. So okay, let's look at his hidden abilities. So he provides up to 3%, right? Yeah, he provides up to 3%. That is pretty decent actually. So for if you are using Natureza, right, the Super Dreamfest Natureza in a regular team that don't have 6 non-Japanese, right, you only get 2.5%, right?
Yes, correct.
So if you switch to this Natureza, you actually gain 0.5%. And they does I wouldn't say that they do the same thing. They have different application. And I do think that this Natureza is not suited to be played as a AM.
Yeah, that's the only drawback.
So I do feel that he is a top-notch target man. So he is the person to look for when you want to shoot, when you want to, you know, your final pass, and after the final pass you want to shoot or something. I think he is quite a premium guy there, because if you look at all the current meta goalkeepers, they are all club players, and he actually is a club killer. 15%. Of course, he won't be as great against Zeno, but he's still great against Zeno just because of his type difference. Calusius, he is also good because of his high ball. His high ball and volley are both deadly. So yeah, overall he is a very solid player. If you are short of target man, he is definitely someone that you should look at. Anything else? The other thing is his tackle. His tackle is not fantastic. 440 is okay, just a bit below the mid-tier range, but still valuable, especially if your team has this Super Dreamfest Natureza. So the Super Dreamfest version, right, will be a super player, so he can almost do everything except for 1-2, especially during full power. Yes.
My opinion on killing him for the Super Dreamfest Natureza, right, is that it should only be done if you have a dupe.
Of course.
Because as much as having a S tackle for the Dreamfest Natureza is a very good thing, right? But there's only so many times you can attempt all these defensive skills on him before his stamina starts to get too low for future use when you're attacking and all that. Right. So in my opinion, it's not crucial for him to have this defense.
Right. Okay, shall we move on to the next player? Hi Randy.
Hi Randy. Hi Nuts.
Hi Nuts. So the next player we're gonna discuss about is this fella, Maori Antos, the knockoff version of Maori Antos, which looks a bit it's a bit weird, because if I'm not wrong, right, within the description, right, I mean the player description, right, actually I think they did we need to go back to his player card, I mean his profile, to read that few lines. I do feel rather weird about something. Where is he? Yeah. So is it stated here that he is, as you can see, using his powerful headers for post plays and working as a scorer, right? So from these few description lines, right, we know that he's a post player, right? So he's a very powerful header. But do you guys notice that he doesn't come with he don't have any bonus when it comes to area? I mean high ball or low ball is just normal. So that is already something weird, and it takes away a lot of things from Maori Antos, even for the future designs, because the high ball and low ball bonus doesn't change across versions.
Yep.
So
a bit odd.
And look at
considering he's based on Maori Antos, right?
Right, and look at his I mean the title for this card, Distinguished Teams Post Player. Post Player. Can you define the meaning of post player?
Oh, it's not the first player with a unfitting description.
Yeah,
we had what's his name? Luis Empoli, right?
Oh my god, Empoli. It's another disaster, because he's supposed to fill up almost every position. So the least they can give him is at least 2 positions, right? That's the least they can do, right?
Yep.
but they didn't do it. So anyways, let's talk about Maori Antos. So how you feel about Maori Antos?
Not a fan of him. His design. Feel like it's a not very high momentum shot, right? And also,
yep.
I don't think he will offer much goal threat, except for when he's in a debuff team.
Right. I do agree on that. And the problem with him is, although his stats right is quite decent, his shot is 9.4k. It's about 9.5k. So let's give him 9.5k. His pass is 8k. Power is 7.5k. So everything is it looks okay for him. But the thing is, you look at his 1-2. His 1-2 is only 425. So that is rather weak. So his bonus only kicks in when he's inside the penalty area, right? So outside the penalty area, right, he is quite useless. That means there's no way that he can get into the box himself, 100%. Unless, as you mentioned, he is in a debuff team, and maybe we are talking about 30% and above, then he might have a chance, because I did some calculation and his 1-2 outside the box is like 441k, which is horrible. Most likely he's going to get bullied, and his best dribble is actually a generic dribble, which is horrible as well. So yep. And I do feel that his only use, right, is his 3% debuff. I think that is the most valuable part. Stamina killer is nice. I mean, Catalonia player killer is nice. So, but again, Genzo is not Catalonia. So that is the two strongest goalkeepers are not Catalonia goalkeepers. So with this 15%, right, he will become better. But that also states that he's only good against, who is it?
Richard.
Yeah, Richard, the new player. I cannot remember his name, Richard. Other than that, I feel that he's pretty useless for most of the people out there, especially for those that are not building a debuff team. And on
even if you're building a debuff team, right, I feel better options than him.
Right, actually,
striking, yeah.
Actually, let's be honest. If you are already hitting a 30% debuff in your team, I don't think you need Maori Antos in your team. You can put in any relevant strikers and score easier than him, right?
Yeah.
So, outside of his Catalonia player killer, right, he only hits, I think, 83k. That is for his ground shot within the penalty area. So 83k is not very... I'm pretty sure that he cannot score against Zeno, and I'm pretty sure that he cannot score against Zenzo unless he is in a very high debuff team, like you mentioned. So what's the use of this player? Debuff. So if your team is not running a lot of debuff, then don't even bother. And if your team already run a lot of debuff, you also don't bother. So I cannot justify pulling for this player at all.
Between him and his strike partner, previously released Ryu, which one do you think is worse?
I think both are as bad. Both are as bad, but at least Maori Antos can be a totem, you know. You can play him at the tree top, you put him at the side and leave him to rot. Just use his debuff.
Okay.
His debuff and bonds are actually quite easy to activate. They use the same criteria, 3 or more skill type non-Japanese players. So he does have that going for him. Other than that, pretty useless. Alright, so let's move on to the next player. You know, this... Okay, I know this is Makilolo, but he does look a bit like Kalorus, right? Kalorus?
Yes, he does.
It's like they didn't spend a lot of effort doing the... when drawing him, right?
I can only say he looks nothing like Makalele.
Yeah, totally nothing like him.
Even his size, the skin, the color of his skin, everything is just off.
So,
Maybe they did it on purpose.
Maybe. It's hard to say, man. Hi, Rafi. So let's talk about this fella. This fella is a DM and he only can play DM. So what is the most valuable part of him? He comes with a 5% shield. So on top of that, do you have anything to add for him?
I can only say I wish this shield is on someone else.
So what do you think about the auto block? The 10% chance auto block. Oh my god.
Well, auto blocks are pretty much useless.
Right. He is a pretty strong blocker though against non-flying shot because of his 30% bonus against non-flying shots. That is his only use. And against high flying honestly, are you going to shoot against a shot killer? Are you going to shoot against
if he can't bully, I might try because for players like him, right, with poor interception and not so good tackle,
right?
If he choose to tackle or intercept, the shot will still go through.
I see.
Like Akai.
Right. That is provided you're not a forward. If you're a forward and you're going up against him, right, his block can hit 73k, which is just slightly weaker than who is that? Akai, yes. So
shots goes through Akai when he doesn't block, right? Quite often. Like if he chooses to intercept or tackle, the shot is always goes past Akai.
Right. So you are hoping that he won't block, right?
Yeah.
I see. So that might be viable, but other than that, this Makilolo is at a very low end of the spectrum. Low. I mean low, very low. So low that I don't even feel like talking about him. His intercept is a generic forcible interception. Oh my god. How bad can he get? So this player, other than his stats, handicap, resistance, I can't justify pulling for him at all. You can't have him as a totem because DM is a very important position.
Yep, you can't even chuck him to the side.
Right.
Everyone will just look for him.
So it is really difficult to justify even trying for Makilolo. So going back to the banner, right? So out of these three players, of course you have Natureza, which is great, and two players that is below average. So I think, yeah, it's quite risky. Going for the full steps, I don't know. And if you already have Super Dream Fest Natureza, I don't see the reason why you need this Natureza as well, unless you are dying to get his tackle. But I don't think the tackle alone is worth 270 Dream Balls.
Oh, another thing, he fits in very well in the Agility Club teams though. There's one reason I'm considering going after him.
Natureza.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I thought you were going for Makulolo, the very low guy. No, I'm just kidding. So Makulolo
if he comes with 8% shield, will you want him?
8% shield. I think it is still not worth it. Because he is okay, if he can be played as a defender, I will consider. True. But DM, no, too important. This position is too important. You have to put a very solid player there. And this player can only block, and his forcible interception, his tackle, everything is bad about him. Everything is bad. Nothing is good. So no thanks. Let's move on. Ogado. Did I say his name correctly? Yes, I think I did. So, this player for a paid banner, I think he is superb. Look at his interception and tackle, 8k, 9k. His block is not bad as well, 7k, but not the best. And his physical stats are all 6k-ish. So his main strong point is this. AM and forward killer. Forward and AM killer. So 15% stats. As a defender, most of the time you'll meet up with these two positions. So this 15% is always active. So that is a plus point for him. And with his stats and his skills, right, he is not weak. Okay, his skills are not the top tier skills, just 440. But look at that. At least he don't have generic as forcible interception, right?
Yep.
So both his tackle and intercept are quite decent. So let me check out what is the block they gave him. I think it's a generic block, most likely. So your thoughts about him, worth pulling?
It depends on if he can fit well into your team, because I find his bonds too low.
Yeah, 2% is
and, you know, as a side defender, it's not that crucial.
Yeah, but he does come with
I mean, there are options.
Better options, right?
Yeah, there are options out there lah, who offers more bonds and all that.
Right. And side defender, if you are playing, especially if you are playing a 4-man defense, right? Side defenders can be totems. So yeah, they gave him a sliding block. A generic sliding block, which is totally useless. So, would you consider pulling for him if you are really short of defenders?
I might still go like 5 steps.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Try my luck. But
right.
I won't go the full steps though.
Right,
because he also doesn't really fit into the team I'm playing at the moment.
I see. So for a paid banner, he is considered quite solid, right?
Yes, he is.
So his value, I do value him somewhere around Hayato. Somewhere around, but not as valuable as Hayato, because Hayato gives you a flat 3% bond. And the rest of the things are about the same. I mean, he can't really block, but he does intercept better than Hayato.
If I am to compare him with Hayato, I much prefer him though.
That's because you're using a Hayato at the side, right?
Simply because Hayato cannot intercept. That's one very big flaw for a defender, whether he's at the side or in the middle.
Right. So at least,
and this guy can tackle and intercept well.
Okay, so with that out of the way, right, I think I'm going to go 5 steps for him. That's for sure. Do we still have anything? We talked about Cell already, right? Last week.
Yeah. Are you going for him?
Actually, I tried like probably 80 DBs. I tried like a few single pulls every day until today. I got nothing, not even a single SSR. So I'm pretty sure I'm around 80-ish dream balls, maybe 85. Not too sure. This banner is just too risky for me, man. I already have the rest of the 3 featured players, and I don't really need any of them. So I don't think I'm going for a Shell.
Same opinion.
Right, and although Shell might be good in the future, we never know, because a better Levin and a better Schneider might come. So he might be crucial. No one knows. At least not at this point. Hi Johannes. So
hello.
I'm going to pull this. Just try 1 DB and see what happens here.
Have you been trying every day?
Yes. I was hoping to get a tackle from it.
You're not planning to go for the step up, right?
No, not really. Not even going to try, man. It would be really sad for me if I get any of those other two. I don't want to be sad.
The sadness from getting them is not worth the joy from getting the rest.
Yeah, somewhat. Okay, King is asking what is the opinion on the new Matsuyama block. So the block is decent, right? The block is 450.
I like the animation.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And what is the use of this block at this current moment? That's a
Matsuyama
that's a question.
Benefit from that, right?
Yeah, that's a question actually. Actually, none of them actually benefits from this block. Oh, actually, it's 465. Wow, it's quite high, man. Actually, none. Even if you are playing the league version of Matsuyama, right? He don't even need this block. As long as the matchup is happening within the vital area, his tackle can reach 90-ish K. Sometimes can even bully shots. But honestly, if you are just banging on the vital area bonus, right, then I think it's pretty difficult to use that Matsuyama. Do you see any of that version of Matsuyama anywhere?
No.
No, right?
Even when I see him, right, he's usually played at the side.
Yeah,
just for the bonds.
Just for the bonds. So is this block useful? No, the answer is no. Let's try. Step 1, 5 steps. Oh, the lag is real. Oh. Step 1, nothing. That's for sure. Step 2, nothing. That's like step 3. Oh, chance. Still nothing. Step 4. Nothing. Oh, so weak that I'm
50%, right? Is it?
Yeah. It's so weak that I don't. Oh. Do we have something here? We featured, please. Okay.
It will help you with the raid. Cheeto raid.
I have the other version. How? I don't remember.
Sorry?
I have the gacha has. Yeah, I have the gacha has.
Okay.
Hi Kaito. Okay, so this is the last step. Come on, give us Ogado. Come on. Oh!
2!
There's 2! Oh! Arigato! Yes!
Oh, congrats!
Thank you! Oh my god! And you? Aha! Oh, that's fantastic! Unexpected result. I'll take it. Alright. We have some time for what do you call that? Ike clinic. So if there's anyone that want us to look at your team, please leave your player ID and deck number in the chat. We will take a look at your team. Unless Kozo have something to add on for the other players featured in the banner. Oh, yeah, before we go to that, there's something that I want to discuss about. This.
Oh.
Why?
Don't know. Maybe it's a new thing that Lab is doing, like bringing the outdated limited players back into the gacha pool.
Wow, then the gacha pool is just going to expand like crazy, man.
Maybe we are considering picking out the older ones. I'm not sure.
Devin, my current team is the same team that I have been playing with. I didn't make a lot of changes because I didn't get lucky on getting who I need. So I am pretty disappointed actually that they actually brought them back as a step up. Because some of the skills are unique, like for example, Pascal's tackle is unique. So if this tackle is in the regular pool, then I'm not sure. But anyways, it's like almost 1 year later, so more or less I'm still okay with it. I just do not like the idea of a limited player becoming a gacha player, because that takes the value away from the player itself.
I think that might signify that, you know, skills with even higher momentum might be coming.
Right, then they should have just sell the skills in the Dream Ball shop and not, you know, put them in the regular gacha pool. I mean, that's just me lah, but anyways, they don't wear the national kit, so there's still a difference there, I guess.
Anyways, these players are not seen much as well anyway.
Yeah, they are no longer useful in the current meta. So my team is pretty crappy now. This is my team that I use for almost everything.
Do you have a setup to use the new Ogado that you just got?
I might have, but without his interception though, because for his bond he needs 3, right? Yeah, so I won't have 5 non-Japanese players because I do not have Xeno. If you have Xeno, I think it will be better. I do not have Xeno, so I can only fill him in a lineup which I thought of, which is featuring Natureza and Santana.
What kind of team skills?
I think it's a non-Japanese toughness type.
Then you will have to play 5.
Yeah, I have to play 5, but I do not have Xeno. So even if I gonna play 5 now, I'm not gonna use the team because I can't make any changes at all. 100% cannot make any changes. The 5 needs to stay. So I thought of it, but I don't have Xeno. Other than that, you can actually, I do not have enough team skill for the toughness type club players. Anyways, it doesn't make any difference because there's no other than who is a club toughness player, Japanese player that is still relevant. No one actually. Only Matsuyama is toughness type, so it doesn't matter at all. The only reason why agility type club players team skill is so valuable is just because of Zenzo and Gentile. These 2 fellas are indispensable, and now you have Hino on top of that. So yeah, so Xeno is actually quite important, and I'm still kicking myself for not getting Xeno. Actually, I tried, but I didn't try really crazy for him. But at least I think I still tried like 800 DBs in the end. So I'm pretty sad that I don't have Xeno. So the whole thing about talking about my team is sad because I didn't get Xeno. So it seems like no one wants us to look at our team. So wow, we have a lot of time. J-League Morisaki, oh my god. I don't think J-League Morisaki is useful at all. No, at first everyone thought that giving Inside Master to all the defender is actually game breaking, but sorry, Morisaki can't even stop a shot from outside the box, so don't even need to match up with defenders. Just shoot.
Okay, King is asking us to look at his team.
Okay, sure.
We do it for him.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
Okay, King, you use your quota for the month already.
I mean, I won't lie. I do find that King is one of the most creative team builders that we have on our stream. He always come out with interesting ideas.
Yep.
Oh, he's using this two fella. Interesting. I don't even know what they do, man. So this is 1%, this is 2%. Oh, so these two guys will give 6%. Okay. So the total bonds he have is 28.5, 10% interception. That is fine. 10%. I think he has 5% debuff, 8% debuff. And his team skill, he's using what team skill? Skill type.
There's 9% shield also.
Defense is pretty solid. Actually, as long as you have Gentile in the middle, that's the best you can get already. So, DM wise, this fella is actually not bad. This is the newer version, right? With the Inside Master. Yeah, this guy is scary. And these two guys are skill blockers. You know what he's trying to do already, right?
Yeah.
This guy is a pretty decent passer as well, right? Yeah, he's wow, his dribble and pass is actually at a very high level.
3124.
Think yeah, non-Japanese person. Yeah, the whole team is non-Japanese. So yet again, this is very effective. I have nothing to nitpick. I think this can be a very strong team.
Yeah. It looks good.
Yeah, but actually you can't rely on Clivert to play make. He is not as reliable, but as long as you have Grandiose and Christensen, I think it should be fine. Yeah.
One thing is that Santana doesn't have Metal Phantom.
Let's check out what he have. Golden Flying Shot. Oh yeah, that scoring might be an issue though, right?
I think it's gonna depend on Haas.
I don't
Santana won't offer much really.
I don't think Haas is very effective as well, you know. If I don't remember wrongly, I think his numbers are just average. So
you look at his hidden abilities. What does he have? I also cannot remember.
Full body stand.
Full body stand.
Right. And his shot is actually 480 stamina, so that should be quite high, I guess. Let me check out the figures that he can achieve. Doing some calculations. The boring stuff. I'm just buying time if talking random stuff. Okay. And the figure comes up to versus club players, he can hit 84k. That means it's still not enough to score against Zenzo because of color. I mean, because of type. I would say maybe 50-50 against Zeno at point blank. And that's about it. So I don't think... I think he will have a scoring issue as well. If that's the case, right? Wouldn't Roberto be better in the middle? I'm pretty sure that his Roberto is fully decked out. Don't you think so?
Roberto replaces Santana.
Yeah,
position
because
with Santana.
Santana can only 1-2 and shoot, right? 1-2. He can do high ball as well. I feel that Roberto should replace Haas or Santana probably in the second half. Once their full body stand is not so... once they lose their full body stand, that means maybe you use 2 skills and second half you won't be able to get their full bonus, then maybe it's more worthwhile to play Roberto in the middle. The total figure that he can hit is... Yes?
Santana at the side might be better than... will be better than Haas. Because he can at least dribble or 1-2 and pass the ball back.
Right, you have a point. So he was saying that his Christensen got no pass. Oh, that's an issue. So the whole team only one reliable playmaker, which is Grandiose. And if Grandiose match up with a skill block cancel guy, then he'll pretty much be dead. So
or he only blocks the... Wait, no, sorry.
Yeah, as long as
he's got dribble.
He's got dribble. Defensively, he might have issue. Offensively, he should be fine. The thing is, the thing with this Cleaver, right, his dribble is way too weak. Even if you skill block the tackle, right, intercept still might get you. So overall, this team is, I think it's workable, but I think setting up goals might be quite challenging since Christensen don't have a pass, which I feel that is crucial, quite crucial for him. Alright, so I hope you are happy with what we have just discussed, King. So we'll go on and look at Devin's team. Or is that Devin's team? I think Devin did us, right? Yeah. Let me scroll. Yep. So after Devin's team, right, we will move on to Behind the Mask. I don't like it. They don't go back to this page. Why? I have to go all the way out and come in again.
King, I don't think you should sacrifice the DC Christensen if you don't have a Duke, for sure.
Oh.
Unless, I mean, as good as that team is, I don't think it's gonna be your main team, right?
Alright, so this is the team that Devin wants us to look at. Let me take down the deck number for Behind the Mask just in case I forget. Alright, his team is... Okay, he's using the Aoi. Aoi is fine. Let's talk about his defense first. Before that, let's check out his bonds. 29% with no auto intercept. Debuff is 5 plus 3. Pretty similar, 8% debuff. So he's using the agility type club. Good. That is actually quite a good skill, team skill to use. Very flexible. Alright, let's talk about his defense. No complaints. Bueno is pretty strong. Hayato is okay. Radunga is pretty strong as well. Up to his let's check out their skills just in case. No swift interception S. Fail. Cannot. Davin, you need to get the swift interception. If not, he is just like Hayato. And this guy don't have S tackle. So that might be an issue as well. But if you are not, I think you are still in Platinum. If you are in Platinum, I think AAT is still okay. So as long as you guess correctly, I think it's still okay. So I hope this is not your first team, right? Because if this is your first team, then these few players should be fully decked out. even the as possible interception, I will still go for it, man. Just if you are using him anyways, you shouldn't give up because surprises sometimes happens. This guy got inside master. And as for this Tsubasa, right? I think he's pretty weak, but I think he's there just for the bonds, right? Nut Eraser is also good. So the only playmaker that you really have is Aoi. Rival can't really play make. Tsubasa maybe 50-50, depending on the guessing game. And who is this guy? Guli. Guli can't really pass as well. So who are you going to use to set up your Magus?
I think he's planning on Yuli. Yuli got dribble and 1-2 and is it 1-2 and dribble enhance?
Just dribble enhance. I think he most likely can bully once again. Strikers, I mean attacking players that have 1-2 is more valuable than dribble. So he is one of the dribble guy.
It's got a S1 or S1.
Yeah, S12. So he is going to cut back with either tapping himself inside the box using perfect cross or wide pass. I've seen this formation work very well before. But I think you still need an additional playmaker somewhere around here. A reliable passer somewhere around here. So you can play around the two enabler to wait for these two fella, right, to go near the defender. So you can either pass over them or you know what I mean, right? Or at least match up with them and beat them, then cut the ball back for Magus. Relying just on Aoi, right? And Aoi needs to do a lot of things. Aoi needs to pass the ball, Aoi needs to defend. I think it's quite tough on Aoi. You will need a secondary enabler. Scoring wise, you can okay, you only have two real shooters actually. Rival is a shooter and Naturalizer is a shooter. So against Zeno you need to make some switches. So who comes on from for Magus if Magus is up against Zeno? Hidago, I assume. Hidago is just not strong enough, man. Any thoughts?
I think you can switch to a 3-2-4-1 by bringing on Randios for Magus if he's playing against Zeno.
Yeah, I think that would be better as well. Anyways, he already have 4 skill type non-Japanese, so he can afford to lose one. And Grandiose is a much more reliable playmaker, even compared to Aoi, because Aoi is only 60% skill block. This fella is 100%, so it's just plain broken.
He can be that secondary passer also.
I think he should be the primary passer. Then Aoi should be the secondary.
Yeah. Yep.
Aoi should focus more on defense. Yeah. So check other decks for other players. Sorry, I'm just trying to browse through. I think the main flaw of the Steam is using that Tsubasa.
The fact that he's all three defenders are lacking one S defensive skill each.
Oh
It's
dear.
quite suicidal.
Yeah. That is a problem because he's Bueno. I'll be honest with you. Even Bueno with Swift Interception S version, right? Even if he guessed correctly, he might not even 100% get the ball. That is how weak his interception is. So without it, right, is hopeless. You get what I mean? So even at Platinum, I don't think it will work out with a Swift Interception. He can play Aoi as a DM and Grandiose as an AM. It doesn't matter where you put Grandiose. As long as he is on the pitch, he will guarantee you easy passes. And he's a very safe person to look for when you panic pass, you know. So do you have anything to add on? Basically, you need to strengthen up your defensive skills, like S interception here, S interception here. Forcible interception, I won't force you, but I myself, I put forcible interception on Hayato when I was using him. So this he can't change, right? Just because of this 3% bond. And on top of that, this fella also give you 2% shield, so the more reason that you should use him. Right?
Yep.
And if that's the case, he don't even need Guli, right? Because
True.
one club
he's a
player
much
for
better option.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's much better option.
So he can just probably use Roberto and Magus as his forward. That is pretty decent.
Actually,
as well.
why not try 3-2 3-2-4-1? I feel that it's a very good formation for this meta also.
So the only target man will be Magus, right?
Yeah, Magus, and then have Rival and Natureza in the middle, so that if he faces Xeno, right, he can be the shooters.
Right. That means he won't have a wide player to pass the ball from the side in, right? Because he will need to play Grandiose and Aoi as a DM.
True. That works better when you have Chance Maker. I forgot about that.
Right. Anyways, I hope you're happy with what we have just discussed about. Everyone, I have to say that for once. So let's look at behind the mask. Look at his team. Hey, how come this one didn't go all the way out? Maybe I misclicked just now. Dang. Let's go. Alright, behind the mask, which deck do you want us to look at? And after that, we'll look at Hyuga 84 team, and after that, who else? I'll browse through again. So this is his team. I will assume that this is his strongest team because this deck 1 is crucial because this is the deck that you use for your league. So I assume this is your first team, right? Deck 2, sorry. Okay, very little difference. Okay, let's check out his bombs. 31.5% and 30% interception. What a beast. Skill type Japanese player. That is fine. So how much shield do you have? 5% shield from Matsu, 2% from that. He is 2, right? Not 3, right?
2.
So 7%, 12%. This fella also 5%. It's pretty decent. 12% shield is quite a bit nowadays. I have no complaints about this team, man. This team is pretty solid. What I will do is I will play Misaki in the middle in the first half. And try to use him to score because he is full body stand. And play
the Superstar team.
Yeah, this is a Superstars team. Superstar, not SAS. Superstar team. Yep. No complaints at all, man. All strong players. 2 Brazilians. You got everything there. Okay. You can actually play Natureza in the first half. Right. And play Rival in the second half. You lose 5%, but your Rival will be stronger in the second half.
Maybe it's Tsubasa doesn't have the 1-2s of shot.
Golden Duo. He has Golden Duo. And Fresh Raiju shot.
Wow.
Yeah, because of the Hyuga there.
Right, then yes, definitely Rival in the second half.
Yeah, Rival will be stronger, and because both of them can't really apply any pressure up front, so having Natureza up front is quite nice. Yeah, other than that, I am not sure if you, since you already go BB3, why not go BB4? I mean Boundary Break 4. I think he is the one of the very few players that is worth going all out because he can do everything well. So any additional stats advantage that you can give him, just give him. Don't save, because the Ide token will just get more common and more common. So I've talked about this before. Last time, who was that guy? Kitakari. Kitty. What? The medal for the hidden abilities. What's that guy's name? I cannot recall his name. Katagiri. I used to save a lot of those tokens, but now I have so many that I do not know what to do with them.
He's saying he can't play Natureza because Radunga will lose the bond.
Radunga will lose the bond. What?
3 agility on Japanese.
Oh, I see. Actually, when you guys build teams, right, you should always build teams that you can make changes in the second half. If not, like that's what I noticed as well. Because my team, I can't make any changes just because I do not have Xeno. There's so many things that require Xeno, man. So without Xeno, I cannot make a lot of changes. For your team, I think you can work towards that. And if that's the case, right, what can he do? He do not have another defender. Oh, that's actually quite risky though. Do we have any other relevant defender lying somewhere?
I think it's fine without Natureza.
I think it's fine too.
Quite a lot of goal threats also.
His team is definitely a top tier team. Yeah, with Chance Maker, Hyuga can survive. So yeah. The only change I will make is to play Tsubasa at the side in the first half. And if you are very accustomed to use Tsubasa to 1-2, then go into the box, right? He can do the same at the side as well. Just during full power, just whack everything. Just 1-2 all the way in. It's the same. It's about the same.
One small upgrade he can get is the Mr. Dandy. That's about it. That's all I can.
Hi 83 Baddy, thank you so much for becoming one of our members. Welcome.
Welcome.
Alright, at least he's got a substitute goalkeeper that is relevant. I'm so jealous. Because
you could have gone for him.
No.
And then you shouldn't be jealous.
Okay, I shouldn't be. Sorry. Because I'm thinking that anniversary is so close by. I should save whatever I could.
You even try 5 steps for him? No, right?
No, I didn't. I think in order to play him, I need to remove who? Actually, I don't need to remove anyone. Yeah, who else do we need to look at? Hyuga 84, yes. Hyuga 84. Hyuga 84 will most likely be the last team we'll be looking at. 712. I see Zenzo, and then okay. So Hyuga, which deck you want us to look at? Sorry, just now I think he did say something about it, but I didn't copy that down. Let me deck 1. So this is his main deck that he wants us to look at. Oh, what team skill? Agility. Oh, I think it's a mix. It's a mix, right? Yeah, it's a mix. So pretty much he needs 5 non-Japanese players on the pitch. So those 5 we can't touch. 24% bond. If Igawa doesn't provide any bonds, right, you can actually look to play other versions, like for example this guy. Just play this guy here. Right, since Igawa doesn't give you any bond, and Igawa is so susceptible against tackles, so weak against tackle, so might as well play Urabe. You don't even need a toughness type Japanese, right? I don't see there's a need for him, right? Yep, you do not need him. Gentile and Zenzo quite toxic. That's all good. And I think your main scorer will be Rival and Misaki. Do you think that this Hino is still relevant?
No.
So he's quite dependent on Misaki, and
so that's why Igawa is there for the bond, or Hino's bond.
Hino's bond requires how many Japanese? Oh,
1 Igawa. 1%.
Then since Hino is not relevant, right? Then why don't you play Urabe? Just go do his hidden abilities. Use your Katakiri token. I mean, since they are most likely going to be totem, then might as well put Urabe. You get the straight up bonds, right?
I think this team still needs quite a bit of work, but then there's also quite a lot of good players in place already, so it's worth building on.
Yeah, probably another top tier forward and the Mr. Chance maker. Then this team is pretty complete already. Right. Probably. Okay. I think Roberto is there just about the bonds. That's for sure. So although here is only 24, he's actually having 28%, 28.5%. So other than that, I have nothing much to add for this team. I think it will take a lot to play this team because you only rely on 2 players to score, and those 2 players are all dependent on full body stand. Misaki, full body stand. Give everything and full body stand is like almost the same. So You have to take your chance and you have to make sure that there's no matchup, so that your first shot will be most effective. So with that said, right, you have two playmakers, top tier ones. So yeah, other than that, I have nothing to comment. Nothing else. And Aoi doesn't fit into this team as well. Miguel can still fit into this team. Hino, not really. He needs 3 toughness type players. 3 skill types, sorry. Okay, so I think that's about it for his team. Anything you want to add on?
Good luck with Achas.
Okay, so I hope that is I hope you're happy with our discussion here. Aoi needs 3 non-jabs, yes. And actually, Hino also needs 3 non-jabs. So maybe he have some... Oh! Here's Bobang. Any skill type non-Japanese player lying around that you're not using? Oh?
Hyuga.
Non-Japanese, right? Hino needs non-Japanese.
He can try to play this Hyuga. It's a go threat if he can fit him in.
Yeah, but he doesn't have chance maker. Not easy to use this Hyuga. His dribble is quite weak. When always play against this Hyuga, just block. I will just block. So nope, that's all. Okay. So next from we'll look at the last deck. Then will be a request from Twitch. Wow, Twitch. So this will be the last one. Then we'll proceed to play one game, and after that we'll end the stream. I'm a bit hungry. Alright, this is Nest team. I'm not sure whether this Nest is the Nest that I know, but this is his team, deck 7. Wow. What is this? This team is ultra defensive. Wow. This guy is solid. This guy is solid. This guy is solid. What, defensively so strong? Who's the second Argentinian here? Oh, this guy. Yes, of course. You see, even he uses Matsuyama at the side, right? So no one is banging on the vital area master, so the block is not useful at all. So he has... I think his center backs are okay. This at least he's got skill block going on for him. I think his 2 center backs are not as strong. But looking at his 3 defensive midfielder, right, I will have headaches. And so do you think that Aoi is a better center DM or Xiao is a better one?
Aoi.
Why so?
Because he's got recover.
But Xiao can actually block, you know.
I still prefer Aoi.
Just because of the 80%.
And auto intercept. Yeah. Skill block.
This guy also got skill block. But he doesn't have recover. Yeah, recover is really strong. 80% is no joke. Anyways, you see you can improve his team.
I'm really not familiar with defensive teams though. Can I see his formation buff?
It's really defensive. Even the formation buff is defensive. So he have 25.
I'm curious what tier is he playing this at? And how successful is it? Because I myself rarely play superstar.
Yeah.
I myself rarely play defensive teams, and I also don't meet defensive teams. So if I meet this team, right, I have no idea what.
I think most likely he is using this team for league games, and I think he is the Nest that I know. Right, other than that, I don't think he will play this in a regular PvP game, right? It's not easy to play, you know. Because the entire team, the only reliable passer I see here is Aoi, you know.
If it's a league team, then shouldn't it be that one?
Which one?
Deck one. Can we see deck one?
Oh yeah, right. No, this deck 10, sorry. Oh, this is equally defensive.
Oh. This is the defensive master. This Nest guy.
Oh, he said it is the same Nest. Okay, I'm sorry, Nest. It's the same Nest. Wow, I should actually study his teams, man. It's very interesting. You know why this fella is here, right?
Oh yeah, I don't remember his
Stamp firm.
abilities.
This fella's only value is stamp firm. He doesn't do anything. Yeah.
Can I play a game against him? Can I try?
Sure.
He's up for it.
Are you up for it or not, Ness? Defense wins championship. Yes. What a Chelsea mindset.
Because I'm really curious how this team will fare.
Alright, then I think you should go and set up a game and you should play against Ness. If Ness, would you want to? Dimas, this Buna.
Yes.
Yes. So you're going to set up the game and you share the room number over at Discord main chat because he is in our Discord group.
Okay.
So Dimas is asking, is this Bunak good? No, this Bunak is not good, but he is good in certain for weakening shots because he's got stamp firm. I am quite curious how his team going to play as well.
His team is S99, right?
Let me check. I think the should be right because he's in Superstar.
Superstar, right? Yeah.
Right.
Well, I'll go for 9. Where do I type it again?
In the main
General.
So Ness, I hope your Discord is on as well. So just check your Discord message. If not, I'll PM you. Guys, please let Ness play. We are all curious to see how his team operates.
This is not a challenge. I'm really just curious.
Dimas, you can join our Discord. Actually, I was wondering why you didn't join our Discord as well. You just check over at the members page, right? There's a link for you to join. Oh, he actually created a game. I think it's better for you to join his game.
Oh, okay, okay.
Once you join, you let me know.
Okay.
What does stand firm does? Okay, someone already explained. So stand firm does. It makes sure your player don't get blown away by special shots with blow away effects. That is one. Number two is weakening the shot. The most important thing is weakening the shot. So he's saying he will join yours. So are you joining him or you join? Have you joined your team? I mean,
to join his.
No, he said he will join yours.
No more room.
He said he will join yours.
So
I
left already. So how now?
Now one of you create, I guess.
Okay, Ness, I'm gonna create and you will join mine. Okay.
So once he's in, let me know. Devin, Ikekine is going to decommission very soon. We are just going to look at people's team based on requests, so that we can be selective. And of course, if any of members want us to look at someone's team or their team, they will have priority. I am going to replace that and maybe do a special animation to give a special transition to the screen so that we can all hear Sako's voice. Okay,
yeah.
He joined your team, right?
We have a game already, yeah.
Alright. Join your team. How come I keep on saying your team? I have no idea, man. Sometimes my mind just don't work as expected. Alright, this game will be interesting. So I'm curious how he's going to attack. Actually, our team is quite... you have 5-man defense also. But his is... Wow. His 7-man defending his... Let's see. Let's see how can you break his defense. Basically, he doesn't have a bus in front of his goal. He has a freaking tank.
So scary. I don't even know how to get them to shoot, man.
And look that... Wow. Oh, Matsuyama is coming up. So it is also a very good study case of for us to see how the players move for this type of formations. You see, with a 3 DM, right? 2 of your DM will be at the side. Actually, quite towards the side. Galvan is all the way to the right side of the pitch. Tsubasa-kun! So he's going in and matches up with Alberto. Alberto is fully decked out as well. Oh! Didn't guess correctly. Who's going to receive the ball? Rival? Rival was lucky he didn't get his skill block. S ping point pass! Oh my god! Dimas, Zenzo is better. Zenzo is always better. 1.5% is negligible. But if you are looking for a consistent goalkeeper, then Carlos CS is the one to go for. Oh, good save. And what is Radunga going to do? Pass. Whoa. What?
Look at that.
What happened? Why no one there
Look at
all?
that.
What? What? Obviously, you have to pass the ball away. You won't be shooting. And you have to bring the ball down again. You're playing against Zeno. There we go.
Furious tapping of the ball. Furiously tapping away, man.
I am curious. Okay, at least he didn't have a block on his Xiao. Because if Xiao is going to block, I don't think he's going to go past. I mean, he knows he's going to go, not going to go past Xiao. Oh!
Oh my god.
10% is a high chance, my friend. What happened to Radunga? Johanna say, what the? That is why Hino is better used as a post player. To be honest, I seldom ask him to dribble. Seldom.
I knew he was gonna block, so because that's his only blocker in the matchup. So I thought I'd dribble him before shooting.
Wow, C pass.
Humiliated. You know he's humiliated. Help.
俺たちのサッカーはまだこんなもんじゃないはずだ。焦らなくたってみんながついている。よし。俺が仕留める。よっしゃ。ここは自分で行く。俺は絶対に負けません。楽しむ勝負を楽しむ何よし行くよし来い
So stressful, I don't know where to pass the ball to.
いいコースがあるぞ。行くぞ。よし来い。
Oops. Iki, are you there?
I am here. He's a 1-2 killer.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I muted my mic, sorry, because I was coughing. Then I forgot to unmute it. I was talking to myself all along.
10番の共存も面白いかもな。やってみます、リバウールさん。
やってみます、リバウさん。Oh, Alberto say no. No, I'm gonna get a ball. Sorry.
Oh.
What? Why his white passes are like on drugs. Okay. Oh, is he going to shoot? I think there's no time left. His entire team can defend. His entire team is fully decked out with defensive skills. If I were you...
Yes.
This trade is actually not a good trade because he's using
pointless.
punch. Yeah, he's using punch. Why is your Matsuyama all the way at his side?
No idea. I don't know where to put him.
Okay.
I prefer Raphael to be at the back. At the back.
So I'm looking at Ness team. It's he. Okay, his bonus is 10% physical. So all his players are 10% faster. I initially thought that he will have problem defending in the box, but getting inside the box is not as easy as I thought it would be. Because with the amount of players that he parked in front of his Xeno, it's just plain scary sight. Just plain scary. Hi George. George, we are only playing one game, and this game is against Ness. His team is very interesting. He is playing a Christmas tree team. And with this Christmas tree team, he actually got to Superstar. Oh.
Humiliation time again.
Kokura! He used S.
Thanks.
No disrespect. S.
Thanks for not looking down.
Oh, what do you block? You block one of his dribble. One of his dribble. I think you have to be
Shot.
you have to be aware of his Xiao. He switched position to the middle already.
Ooh.
So I think he's going to shoot at you multiple times.
From where? Okay, outside. Full power.
Super catch. So good on him. Low stamina better than the GGK catch. Oh no!
Sweat.
I know what his main fundamental of the his strategy already. He will just keep shooting, and because most of his players can actually win the ball back, except for his even the players up front, they have a slight chance of getting the ball. Yeah.
No.
High chance he's going to shoot though. Oh. Oh, Gentile.
Wait, he doesn't have the partners, right? to shoot?
Nope. Nope. Don't have the partners to shoot? No, he has Natureza on what?
No, I mean Xiao.
Oh, Xiao. He can always use the 450 shot, right? Instead of the Dragon's Lightning. His main point is not to score, you know. It's to shoot, then win the ball back, shoot again. Ah, that's how you use Dandy, Mr. Dandy. Some very quick passing. Auto intercept. Remember? I think his team has quite a high auto interception. I think it's 25% if I didn't remember wrongly. I truly think that his team is quite difficult to crack. Wow! Outside of his vital area.
Okay, this might be a... Oh shit, why is Tsubasa doing the throw-in?
Yeah, it's fine. So you can straight away shoot. This might be a goal. Actually, it's not a crazy idea to put 2 dribbles on DS. I also have 2 dribbles on DS. Just that I didn't give 2 S dribbles. Wow, he saved it. Oh, high ball! High ball. If you're going to bring the ball down, someone is going to match up with you.
No?
No?
You won't. Yeah.
No one will match up?
Because it's no one will match up. I will have
sure?
Immunity period.
Oh! Immunity period.
If it's a loose ball in the box, I will get the immunity.
But
it's not a
if
pass.
you trap the ball down, you still get the immunity.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. You learn something new every day.
But not if your player passed it to him, right? Then no. Do you know what I mean? If it's a loose, like a deflection or something, and it falls to your player.
Right. He somewhat saved it. I mean, during full power, you should be looking for Natureza. Well, you are not looking for Natureza.
He is man-marked.
And especially Natureza out against Igawa is what? It's like the best thing that can happen. Habatake! Makeru ka! Okay, I think we're most likely going to extra time for sure. Johannes is very shocked by all the RNG going on here. Wow, your position is rather interesting. Oh, poor Igawa. Poor Igawa.
No.
What?
Your shot.
I'm surprised that he got it actually. Your Natureza is not a forward, right? Your Natureza is not a forward, right? Or is he?
My Natureza is not a.
He's playing as a forward or AM?
Nope, AM.
Wow, then he still get it. What? Witchcraft is going on. Okay. Look at the crowd inside the box. There's at least three players that can get to your Natureza if you try to pull a pass over there. The live chat is not broke.
Ooh, look.
3. 2. Oh, you got blocked by something.
No Igawa.
No Igawa.
It's a pass from Tsubasa.
Nice.
Think you're able to. No!
Without full power.
Ayah, so hard ah.
A difficult game. Salute, Link. Johannes still cannot comprehend what is going on, man. He cannot comprehend what is going on. Is it worth giving S shot to Super Dream Fest Raphael or honestly not worth, 100% not worth giving him a shot. So if you have the gacha version of him, right, then you rather give him the A dribble, much more useful. Or even leave his A forcible intercept if you are having the S intercept. Kozo very stressed, I can tell. Be honest, he's very stressed. He didn't make a noise throughout.
Yes. So stressed. Damn it.
But at least Nest team is really interesting.
Hey, who's that?
Who's that? Who's that?
Oh, I passed over him.
So this guy is a tackle guy, right? Yeah, he's a tackle guy, but his intercept is quite strong as well. Just because you are AM. Wrong choice, my friend. Yush.
Oh my god, no time.
That's first off.
So I have no chance of winning already.
Pack Speedy, if you only have one copy, right? You mean for the interception? So if you only have one copy, most likely I won't do it. It's hard to say because now it's a club meta, right? So any club players that you can get your hands on is always good. Unless you have an additional copy. But you can always take out his A dribble and give it to the Dreamfest Raphael. That don't have to hesitate. I have two copies, so I don't have the same problem. That's me. I'm quite a hoarder. I rarely use my only copy to give the skill unless it's essential. In this case, I have 2 Raphael, and I do feel that I don't really even use Dreamfest Raphael much. So I think you should listen to Johannes. If you are using that Dreamfest Raphael, right, then just go for it. Anyways, anniversary is just around the corner, so I don't think the club meta will stick for too long. Hey, Sako! Happy Easter, everyone. Oh, today is Easter. Yes. Happy Easter, everyone.
Happy Easter.
Sorry, Link. I have no idea what you are typing, so I'm so sorry. I cannot respond to your message. Shobura. I think that's GG, right? No time already.
Yep, that's the end.
Alright, before we end the stream, any thoughts about Nest team?
Nest team, yes.
Yes, his team.
It's very hard to break through.
Very difficult to break
What
through.
you saw.
So, do you think it's viable in PvP? I think he's just being nice, because a lot of times I think that he can actually spam and shoot, but he didn't.
Spam and shoot.
Right.
But then that will also give me more opportunities to attack.
Right.
Like,
but
I actually did manage to have quite a few shots on goal. So if he lets me do more of those, then it might also get dangerous for him also.
Okay. Do you notice that every single of his player after the halfway line all can defend?
Yes. But then there's also some weakness lah. Like
Yes, Ikawa.
Matsuyama on the side.
Right, but somehow
It was what I used to, get my. That's one of the starting point for me to pass to my players for shooting.
right. But don't you think that his Matsuyama and Igawa did exceptionally well at cases that they shouldn't even touch the ball, they actually got the ball? Or actually deflected the ball?
I was quite surprised by those. So but then you cannot bank on them to do that every match. So in another match they might have failed to get some of those, and then Zeno might have conceded already.
Right. So do you think the strategy is viable? A defensive team in PvP?
I think he also need quite a bit of RNG also, because his attackers, right, when they shoot, they need to score already. If not, all the defending might not be worthwhile.
Alright, actually he wrote something over at our Twitch on the chat. So anyways, I do feel that... Sorry? You were saying?
Okay, nothing. So I was reading what he was trying to say.
You don't have to read it out loud, man.
Yeah, I forgot.
Okay, anyways, this will be the end of the stream. Thank you so much for joining the stream, guys. I'll roll the end credits. I forgot. Thanks for the game, man. Your team is really interesting. So I forgot to input the new members inside the credits. Sorry, guys. I'll make sure to input your names in the credits by next week, okay? So thank you so much for tuning in. This is TK. Bye bye. We are going to talk until the credits end, or we are just going to stop right here. Stop right here. Okay, good. Bye, guys.